It doesn't it doesn't record you at all. It only records me. Okay. So let's begin. Mat Pilates. So we're going to start at the top of the mat. We're going to warm up with some yoga lattes tonight. How's that? All right. So feet hip width apart. Foot tripod, glued to the mat. Posture is tall. Energy coming up through the crown of the head. We're going to inhale up. Forward fold. Trying to only hinge at the hip if you can. Hinge at the knee. You want to touch the floor. From here, inhale, take a giant step back into open equestrian. Make sure that the front knee angle is not too sharp. So you don't want to be way out here like this. You want to be back so that you're pretty much aligned, so you have no knee discomfort. All right, we're going to step back with the other foot now. Ready, set, go. Take a nice deep breath. You're in down dog now. Sink your heels down, pull your butt up, allow your head to rest between your upper arms. We're going to inhale. We're going to come into high plank position. From high plank position, guys, we're going to try to do a Pilates push-up. So stay in your plank and lower your chest all the way to the floor. Don't dump through the lower back. Good. Now you can come down. Now you can sag those hips. And I don't mean sag them. I just mean contract them. Now, options here. You can come up onto the forearms for a modified back extension or modified plow, also called Sphinx pose, all right? Or you can come up into a full-fledged plow. Either way, I'll let you decide. From here, we're going to take a nice big deep breath in, exhale, and push back into down dog. Hold that stretch again, allowing the head to rest, if you will, between the upper arms. All right, now we're going to take a giant step forward with the leg that you stepped back with initially. We're going to open up those hips and open equestrian. We're going to open up the chest and open up the airway. So everything is long through that front line. We're going to take a deep breath in. We're going to bring the feet so they're parallel. We're going to connect the foot tripod on both feet. We're going to inhale up and exhale down. All right. Now, with a little less diction from me, let's go. Inhale up. Exhale forward. Inhale. Step back into open equestrian, being cognizant of the front knee. Inhale. Exhale. Step back into downward dog, being cognizant of the stretch and the lifted tailbone. Inhale to high plank. Hold your breath. Slowly sinking down to your Pilates push-up. Lower your knees, lower your chest. Come into your modified cobra or Sphinx pose. Inhale, exhale, big push back into downward dog. I love that stretch. Stepping forward now with the opposite leg, stretching in to what was your back leg the first go around. And feet come together, forward fold, big deep breath, in and out and up and down. All right. So we're going to have a seat now on the end of our mat. Do some lower back warming up. We're going to dive right into it tonight. Throwing you in the deep end. Here we go. Hook your hands behind your knees. You know I'm joking, right? Here we go. Inhale, exhale, tip the tailbone back. And I'm doing that just by virtue of sucking in my gut, guys. You know, big difference between just kind of sinking back, right? Which just kind of dumps your whole posture. You don't want to do that. You actually want to control this. You want to pull your stomach muscles in and pull back. Feel the difference. So it's like your arms are almost holding you up. At the same time, you want to make sure you don't cave through the chest. So you think about broadening or expanding the area from shoulder to shoulder. Sitting up tall and exhaling again. Oh, posterior pelvic tilt. Making sure that most of that comes in from the lower back, not the upper back, right? If you have a tendency to be weak here through the thoracic bra strap region, you're going to find yourself going like that. So just be aware of that. Just pack the shoulders. That'll help prevent that. And exhale, posterior pelvic tilt. I just looked at the clock and it's 5:55. I hope that's a lucky omen. And inhale up. And exhale, posterior pelvic tilt, just warming up this lower back. Nice deep diaphragmatic breaths, incorporating the deep internal transversus, the pelvic floor. Good, can you let go now? Inhale, exhale, come up. Inhale. Exhale, posterior pelvic tilt. Ab compression, slight roll back. Inhale up. Exhale, posterior pelvic tilt. Ab compression and roll back. And one more time, inhale up. Exhale, posterior pelvic tilt. By virtue of that abdominal contraction, we control it. Precision and control, right? All right, adding rotation, here we go. Inhale up long. Exhale, posterior pelvic tilt. Begin your roll back, sweep the arm away, rotating the trunk. We are lifting in length. Inhale, sweep back up, sit tall. So the abs really never become, you don't never let go of that brace. Inhale, exhale, curl and sweep. Broadening that area between your hands, between your fingertips. We rise up tall through the crown of the head. Okay, repeating in the opposite direction. Inhale, exhale, posterior pelvic tilt, abdominal compression, reach and sweep, and inhale up. And exhale, posterior pelvic tilt, compression, elongation of the spine with rotation, sweeping up. We have a couple more. Inhale, just relax your shoulders. Let your abs, your back do all the work. Inhale up, finishing it out now. Exhale, posterior pelvic tilt. Feel that belly button sink way in and up underneath your rib cage. And extend and up. Great job, everyone. Relax your shoulders, just gently roll them back. All right, I'm going to give your trunk flexors a break. We're going to work on the hip flexors right now. So we're going into our toe dip modifications to dead bug. So working now a little bit more in extension rather than in trunk flexion. So trunk flexion means that you're bending forward and you're bringing your rib cage toward your pelvis. Trunk extension, on the other hand, extends the rib cage away from the pelvis, okay? So think of lengthening the spine or even perhaps bending backwards, which would be, of course, hyperextension. So here we go. We're going to place our arms down by our sides, chin tilt, protecting the cervical spine. Now, you're probably all alert and ready for this, so you're probably going to curl your shoulders up, so just relax your shoulders now. Shoulders don't have to do anything right now. Here we go. Pick up one leg and then the other into tabletop, squaring them off at 90 degrees, if that's comfortable for you. We're going to brace the abs, pull up the pelvic floor. We're going to inhale, exhale, inhale, down, exhale, inhale, down, exhale, pull it back, inhale, down, and pull it back. And again. Expansion, contraction. Expansion, lengthening, contraction. Keep going. Inhale, forcible expiration, forcing a bit more contraction through the deep inner unit. Inhale and exhale. And one more inhale and one more exhale. Good. We're going to capitalize on that movement, bringing the arms up to perpendicular. Here we're going to sink or relax that shoulder girdle into the mat, broadening that scope of that upper back now. Legs at 90 degrees, opposite arm, opposite leg, if you can coordinate it. If you can't, don't worry about it. Here we go. Inhale, down and back. Exhale, pull everything back to center. Inhale, down and back. Exhale, pull everything back to center. Keep going, inhale. Beautiful. And exhale. Inhale. Remember that forced expiration. elicits a deeper contraction of the diaphragm and the pelvic floor, top to bottom, of the transverse abdominis and the multifidi, front to back, and of course the obliques, side to side. And inhale and exhale. And I believe we have one more. Inhale, exhale, and one more like this. Inhale, exhale. Now my abdominals are already starting to become fatigued. I'm going to maintain really super good control here with my breath and with my focused concentration. All right, both legs are going down, arms stay perpendicular. All right, now remember, the knees aren't touching, the knees are actually apart, but you're keeping your knees parallel. So you're going to fix those adductors. This will deepen the engagement of the pelvic floor, which will deepen the engagement of the back and the transverse abdominis. Keep the spine in neutral. Remember to find your strawberry under your lower back. Ready? Begin. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. So we're careful not to fold our calves in. And if you want to modify this to make it a little easier, just bend your knees a little more. Inhale, exhale. If you want to make it more difficult, straighten your knees a little more. Inhale, exhale. But whatever you do, maintain your strawberry. And again. And pull it back. Good. Brief knee hug stretch. All right. So next, we're going to do the big kahuna. All right. Both arms, both legs. This one's really going to extend both the thoracic area as well as the lumbar area. So remember, our goal is to control the movement of the pelvis and fix or stabilize that lumbar spine. So that means a very strong contraction of the inner unit, right? So focus on that. If at any point you find your lower back arching or feeling fatigued, back off, drop the arms, or go back to the one arm, one leg version. You know all the regressions now. Everything we've done previously was a regression for what we're doing now, all right? So use all those exercise modifications to suit you. All right, here we go. Brace well, because you know you're going to need it. Here we go. Inhale to imprint. And down. Exhale, pull it up toward the center. And again, inhale. Feel the scapula. How stable and secure it feels. Inhale. Feel the abs. How strong and enduring they are. Inhale. Keep going. Chin is tipped. Mind your strawberry. And again. And one more after this. I'll give us 8. Find it. Keep it. Hold it together. Maintain your neutral spine right now. You're in tabletop position, challenging it, enduring it, time under tension, knee hug stretch. All right. So this, of course, tilts the pelvis to the posterior and thereby opens up the sacroiliac and lumbar region and gives you a stretch. What we were doing was the exact opposite of that. Hip extension, right, against the pull of gravity of our legs. All right. So, flipping back to trunk flexion. First of all, with our feet fixed on the mat, feet, knees, and hips parallel and hip width apart. Arms across the chest. If you like, you can take one fist and place it under your chin to remind you to keep your chin tucked. This will help you lengthen through the back of the head and neck and stabilize the cervical spine. And just drop and relax the shoulders down. Feel the scapula on the mat. Inhale, imprint. Exhale, curl up head, neck, and shoulders as one unit. Inhale at the top, exhale, and lower down. Inhale. Exhale, curl up head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale at the top. Exhale, and lower down. Now, the inhalation at the top, remember, is an opportunity for us. Inhale. Brace. Exhale, curl up head, neck, and shoulders. There's that opportunity right here. Inhale, lift higher. Not with the shoulders though, right? With the abs, right there. Inhale, exhale, lower down. Good. Keep going. Inhale. Exhale, curl up head, neck, and shoulders. Reaching, lifting up. Inhale. Exhale, and down. One more like this. Inhale. Exhale, curl up head, neck, and shoulders. Reach, reach, lift, and lower down. Now, just in case you were using your glutes on that, we're going to go ahead and pick our legs up into tabletop and continue with the legless version. All right, here we go. Arms across the chest. Hips, knees, and feet are parallel. Okay, so knees and feet, we're not squeezing together here. We're imagining a small ball between our knees. We're holding it there by virtue of our inner thigh muscles. Tip the chin, pack the shoulders, fix the abs. Here we go. Inhale, exhale, squeeze. Inhale at the top, exhale, lower. You may find this a little more challenging. Inhale, exhale, lift. Inhale, lift a little higher, exhale, lower. 3 more. Inhale, exhale, lift. God love this flexion. Inhale, exhale, and lower. We have 2 more, best ones yet. Inhale, length through the back of the head and neck. Exhale, crunching up, belly button pulls in and up under the rib cage. Exhale, down, and 1 more. Inhale, exhale, best one yet. Gazing lovingly at your mid-thighs here. Inhale at the top, exhale, and lower down. All right, coming back to neutral spine, tabletop position. If you can, hands behind your head. So now we're going to get a little bit of support, right? Continuing our trunk flexion. Allow the shoulders to press into your mat. Allow the shoulder girdle to float freely and be supported by your mat. Allow the upper arms and elbows the same wonderful support. Here we go. Inhale. Exhale, curl up head, neck, and shoulders, scooping, hollowing the abs. Inhale at the top, exhale, and lower. And again, inhale. Exhale, curl up head, neck, and shoulders, reaching with the abs, not the chin, not the arms. Inhale, exhale, lower. Allow the arms to be wide open. Inhale. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders, broadening, expanding the chest. Just support the head. Inhale at the top, exhale, and lower. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale up. Inhale and exhale, lower. And 1 more. Inhale. Find your strawberry. Exhale. Inhale at the top. Exhale, lower. Keep your strawberry. All right. So, knee hug stretch briefly. Again, we're going to be progressing on that trunk flexion. We're going to be adding some leg extension. This will challenge the flexibility of the hamstrings. You may feel it, particularly if you are tight through the hamstrings. Again, don't allow it to strain your lower back. Mind your strawberry, maintain your neutral lordotic curve, and that will help protect your lower back. All right. So from tabletop position, hands behind the head for head support and neck support. Chin tilt, just as we did before. 90-90 at the knees and hips. Let's inhale to brace. Exhale. Curl up head, neck, and shoulders. Extend both legs up. Inhale at the top, bend your knees. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale, curl head, neck, and shoulders, extending at the knees. Inhale at the top. Exhale, bend and lower. Inhale. Exhale, up and extend. Inhale. Exhale and lower. Inhale. Exhale, flex and extend. Inhale, exhale, and lower. And we'll do a couple more. Inhale, exhale, extending the knees, flexing at the trunk. Inhale, exhale, and lower. And 1 more. Inhale, exhale, extend, reach, and lower. Knee hug stretch, great job. And let's just release slightly through the lower back by rolling side to side through the hips. Massaging the flank. There. Everybody good? Are we all good? Yay. All right. I see some thumbs up. Wonderful. All right. So I'm going to bend you over the other way. Great. Thank you. All right, gonna bend you over the other way, guys. Let's flip over. So from our nice protected prone position here, we're gonna place the forearms right alongside the body. My hands are framing, well, kind of framing my face. Not too far down, just a comfortable distance. My elbows are slightly below my shoulder joint. My feet are apart. And here's a tip for you, by the way. If your lower back is tight, just widen the distance between your feet and kind of relax your heels in. All right? And if your lower back is flexible enough and affords you comfort in this position, go ahead and straighten both legs completely and contract your butt and bring your heels together and fan your toes out. That's called the Pilates stance, all right? Otherwise, you can just bring your heels together or your feet together, rather, and keep your feet straight, all right? I'll leave that up to you, all right? Whatever feels good for you. I really like the Pilates stance because I love that extra gluteal and pelvic floor tightening. All right, so here we are in our, we'll call this Sphinx pose prep. How's that? Here we go. Going into Sphinx pose, active, preparing for breaststroke. Inhale, brace, and coming up now with the upper body into Sphinx pose, bracing the forearms in the hands against the mat. Inhale at the top. Feel the contraction through the spine, through the glutes, and through the upper hamstrings, and exhale and lower. And again, inhale, imprint. So that means belly button, pelvic floor, glutes, abs, shoulders, and exhale and lift. And extension, I want you to think about energy coming out through the crown of the head. I want you to think about lengthening through your abs. Can you get some traction there? Inhale at the top, exhale and lower. Good. We're gonna do a couple more. Inhale. Fix the glutes, fix the inner thighs. Exhale, up we go. Slide the shoulder girdles down. Please do not hunch your up through the neck and shoulders. Inhale at the top, exhale and lower. Good. And one more like this. Inhale, prepare, brace, exhale. Here we go. Lengthening through the front. Just keep your gaze on the end of your mat here. Don't want to hurt your neck. Inhale at the top, stay braced. Exhale and lower. All right. With active arm lengthening into our breaststroke, gang. Let's go. Inhale. Exhale. Extending the arms out now. Inhale. Coming up into extension without help from the arms. Exhale. Flat, brace. Inhale. Scoop and hollow. Exhale. Swan dive. Inhale. Breaststroke. Exhale. Dive. Inhale. Breaststroke. Feel the contraction through the upper middle back. Abs are pulled in here. Inhale. Breaststroke. Lengthening through the trunk. Exhale, dive. Inhale, sweeping up some energy. Keep your gaze on the end of your mat. Exhale, extend. Inhale, lift and brace. One more time. Exhale, extend. Great. From here, we're going to come up into a child's pose so that we can curl that pelvis under and give the back stretch. So a little bit of a tuck position here, even though we are face down. Great, and just let the tension roll off your back and off your shoulders, right out to the mat, right out through the mat, right out through the floor, and into infinity. You do not need it. Great. All right. From here, I am going to flip you back over. And we're going to begin with single leg stretch. And then we're going to switch it up a little bit. There's an exercise that we haven't done for a long time. And when I was practicing my Pilates last week with a video, there was a wonderful exercise that we have not done in ages. And I was like, oh my goodness, we used to do that. We don't do it anymore. It's called monkey climbs a tree. So from single leg stretch, we're going to go into monkey climbs a tree. All right? So, coming into our brace position or imprint position, preparing for what we know will be a lot of work with the single leg stretch. And remember, wherever your leg is in space, it doesn't matter. Just really try to get that stretch, right? So long leg, long line, energy out through the toes. All right, here we go. Tabletop position, gang. Arms down by our sides, chin tilt. And if this becomes too difficult for you, remember you can just place one hand behind your head for support. All right, take a deep breath in and imprint, gang. Here we go. Brace, exhale into trunk flexion. Prepare for single leg stretch. Inhale, exhale, stretch. Inhale, exhale, 1. Gazes mid-thigh. Seeing the abdominals sink on the forcible expiration. Keep going. And one more. Great. Knee hug stretch briefly to prepare for monkey climbs a tree. So if you recall, with monkey climbs a tree, we're going to sweep the arms up as we curl up. We're going to climb up one leg as it extends, which it will with our curl up. And then we will allow ourselves to slide down that leg and back down to the beginning. All right, so here we go. Inhale. Here we go. Exhale, curling up. Sweeping up, that was not very, and exhale, and stretch it down. And inhale, curl it up. Reaching up the leg. Exhale, bring it down. Good. If you start with your arms overhead, you can sweep up, get some momentum through your arms. Inhale, exhale, walk it down. Come back to tabletop. Inhale, exhale, up. Inhaling at the top. Exhale, walk or slide it down. Inhale, exhale, up. It's almost like doing a teaser or a half teaser, right? Yeah, and you got to balance, like rolling like a ball, right? Inhale, exhale, up. And slide it down. Great job. Hug your knees into your chest. It's been a long time since we've done that. It was so much fun, and I remember the challenge, and it is a great exercise to kind of prepare you for that full teaser where you have to come up with both legs extended, and something else that we haven't done for a long time, and we were working on it very diligently when we were at the gym. All right, guys, let's do some releases here so that we can hopefully leave restored and invigorated and relaxed, all right? So the first release I want to do is a lower back release. So please extend one leg out, bring one leg up to tabletop, bring it across the body and extend your arm out. Now, this is going to stretch the front of the hip on the back arm. It's going to stretch the top back of the hip on that upper leg, of course, and you may feel it in the outer thigh as well. Just relax the down leg. Just relax your shoulders. Enjoy the stretch fully. If you want, you can extend the top leg out so the leg is bent. Just go ahead and straighten it out nice and slow. Now to stretch that hamstring. If you do it too quickly, you might pull it, so be careful. Bring it back to your tabletop position. Slowly extend it down and out. We're going to switch sides. So I'm going to extend my camera side arm here this time. I'm going to roll away from the camera. Trying not to roll on my transmitter here. I'm going to inhale, exhale, and relax. I'm just sinking into that shoulder, sinking into that foot on the floor on the opposite side, really getting that wonderful relaxation through the hip, through the lower back. Really enjoying that stretch. And again, if you like, you can go ahead and try to straighten that leg. That will facilitate a progressive stretch. So again, do what feels comfortable for you. I'm going to go ahead and bend that leg back. I'm going to bring it back up to tabletop. You can assist it with your hand if you like. Double knee hug stretch with a hug underneath the knees. Actively pulling now, forcing a deeper tuck. At the same time, I'm going to tip my chin, actively stretching and elongating the neck. I'm going to press my shoulders down so my shoulder girdle meets the mat so that my shoulders aren't tensed up. Great. From here, I'm going to go ahead and uncurl, rock and roll myself up to a seated position, separate my legs, and sit up Raggedy Andy style. From here, I'm going to place my hands on my mat and prepare for roll down. So chin to clavicle. Fold it one vertebrae at a time. Like every kink in the chain, I'm just going to walk my hands forward. Now my lower back is actively pulling backwards. My abdominals are really pulled in tight here. Walking my fingers out. When I cannot go any further without shifting forward through the hip, I'm going to begin my journey back up my spine. One chink at a time. The hip, the lumbar, the thoracic, and then finally the neck. And I'm going to repeat that. We're going to inhale at the top. Just look directly ahead. Exhale, chin to chest. You're probably right now looking at your mat. Then begin to fold the rib cage one on top of the other as those vertebrae chink, 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 chink. Abs come actively in. Belly button really pulling up and in now underneath that rib cage. Walking the fingertips forward to accommodate the stretch. Feel where it is, where you're tight. My feet are flexed. They are equidistant apart and equally parallel on the mat. I'm going to inhale, exhale, and again, I'm slowly going to lengthen through the kinetic chain, stacking myself back up. Nice and tall. That's a wrap. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoyed tonight's Mat Pilates class. A fun mix of different stuff and definitely challenging with the monkey climbs a tree. Oh, I better stop the recording.